All right. What's going on, YouTube? Hey, if you've been watching my other videos, you'll notice that I have braces now. Just to keep it short, I've always wanted to close the gap in my front teeth my entire life. So that's essentially what I'm doing here. And that's all there is to it. So, yes, I'm going to be talking a little bit funny, and I'll have these braces on for future videos until I get them off, which shouldn't take too long. All right. So today's video, I want to talk about my mindset, and I want to talk about how it hurt me, and I want to talk about what I did to change it, and then how that helped me after I changed it. All right. So let's get straight into it. The first thing with my mindset, the thing that hurt me, one of the most in the most impactful ways was, and this is in no particular order, by the way. This is just how it is. But I thought there was no other way of living the life that I was living, right? Um, Everybody gets stuck into a cycle of things that they're doing, right? You go to work, you come home, you have a couple hours to yourself, you go to sleep, you go right back to work, and then you get the weekends to do whatever, and then come Monday, you go back and do it, right? We get caught in this cycle of of this is it. Like, this is all there is. There's nothing to that. And this is a mental hurdle that you have to get over. It's kind of like one of those things of, okay, well, this is my life. I'll never be able to start that business I always wanted to start, or I'll never be able to start going to the gym like I wanted to go to the gym. Or it could even be something like, um, I'll never be able to paint this canvas. It could be anything. I'm gonna start photography, anything, and it could be one of those things like it's holding you back, and it's a mental thing that you have to get over. For me, and this is going into that, how I changed my mindset and how it starts to help me. I learned that I was in control of my life, and I learned how to take responsibility and not allowing myself to stay still. All right. And I know that comes off as one of those like, what the fuck? So I am in control of everything that I want to do in my life. Everything that I want to do, I am in control of, right? If I want to do something, then I can do it. I just need to make time for it, and I need to make sure that it's logical and that it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's not logical, then okay, all right, well, maybe we need to figure out a better way. But the point of the matter is, I am not waiting to do anything ever again. These braces that I got is something I've been wanting to do for years. And I told myself I'll do it next year. I'll do it later. I'll do it another year. And this is for me. It's for me so that I can, feel better about my smile, not having a gap in my teeth. Everybody has their things. But this is one of those things is I am in control. I'm not getting any younger, and I'm not waiting anymore. I'm getting all my ducks in a row, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the things that I want to do, right? This is a mindset change. You have to understand that the way that you, even if you do go to work Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday, or you work 7 days a week, it doesn't matter. You are in control of everything that you want to do. You just have to make the time, the effort, and you need to make sure that you have your ducks in a row and you can do it. It's okay. You can change the life that you're living. You could study, you can go to school, get a degree, you can learn a trade, you could do something, but you can do it. Like, you can change your situation. Every situation you are in, and I don't care what anybody says, you need to think of it as every situation that I am in, I can change it. I can change it. I can do this. I will change this. This is only temporary. I'm not going to be here 6 months from now, 3 months from now, tomorrow, whatever the case may be. When you start thinking like that, things will start to change. I promise you, things will start to change. It's not going to be a big thing overnight. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be a big thing overnight, but things will change. All right. So number two, I got tired of not accomplishing anything. So this kind of tacks on to the first thing I was talking about, but it goes into a little bit more. more depth. So with me not accomplishing anything, um, one of the biggest concerns that I had for myself was, how am I going to go about accomplishing things? There's so many things that I want to do. I want to write a comic. I want to, get this degree in this subject. I want to, I want to get in shape. I want to, you know, do all sorts of stuff. I have all these projects I want to do, and I want to start this business. And then I get to it, I do it for like a week, and then I stop, and then it sits there. And then a year later, I look back and say, damn, I started that? Shit, I got to get that done. But I never do. So you can see how this is hurting me. I have all these things that I want to do, but I never finished any of them. I started them. I maybe got a couple steps in, but I never got done doing it. And the mindset piece that I had to change, and this is getting into that change part, I started to write out my goals. I put it down on a piece of paper, right? And I said, these are all the things that I want to do. I want to write a comic. I want to get this degree. I want to get a certificate. I want to, do X, Y, Z, whatever the fuck it is. And I wrote those down. I said, what's feasible? Like, what is realistic? Okay, this is realistic. And then I wrote down a date. This was the thing that changed the most. This was the thing that changed everything for me when it came to accomplishing something. When you put a date down, a hard date for when this thing needs to get done, whether it's the end result or whether it's the phases that have to go down into getting this thing done, that was the key to changing that part of my mindset. Everything that I do, everything that I plan to do, I write it down, I put it in my calendar, and I put a date by it. By this date, hell, even this time, this will get done. This has to be completed by this day, this time, and I made a plan, and I followed the plan. And here's the thing that people they don't understand as well. And this is another critical piece to this. It doesn't have to be big steps. You understand? Like, if you want to do something, you don't have to complete it in the biggest steps possible. You just need to make progression. Progression is the word that I tell myself every time that I want to do something, whether it is something like as silly as accomplishing something in a video game, whether it is working on my comic book, whether it is making these videos. If I just make progression and take the proper steps towards the end goal by the said date, then I am on track. Listen, you have a plan, stick to the plan, but listen, the plan can change. The dates, they can change, they can switch and flop, but you don't need to be making that like the forefront of how you're going to do things. Like, you don't need to say, okay, well, at the end of the month, whatever, the 30th, I'm going to have this done. And then you don't need to say to yourself, well, I can just do this, that, and the other. No, because that's not how this works. And there's this, and I'm sorry I'm rambling on a little bit, but this is a really important step here. With your goals, you make a plan, you write it down, and you figure out where you're going to go with this whole thing, right? You stick to the plan. If the plan changes because of some unforeseen circumstances, that's okay. But what you don't do is you don't change the plan because you don't feel like it, or because, oh, well, this is a lot of work. Stick to the plan, all right? You have to take small steps towards the goal. I'll give you a good example. If I say by the 30th of this month, I'm gonna do XYZ. It doesn't matter what it is, okay? And let's say you start a plan. Let's just say that by the 30th, I want to be able to run 5 miles, right? And my plan to do that is I'm going to run 2 miles every single day until the 30th. And then I'm going to run 5 miles and be able to run 5 miles. Okay. Now, let's say you start that plan and day one, you run the 2 miles, but you realize that, it took a really long time to do that and you haven't built up enough uh, cardiovascular endurance to do so, or your legs just aren't strong enough to carry you for running like that for 2 miles. So what do you need to do? Because your plan was to run 2 miles every day, but it's physically hurting you to do so. This would be a good example of altering your plan, because instead of running 2 miles every day, let's say as fast as you can in a certain time hack, whatever, to get up to 5 miles, let's just say you strike it back down to 1 mile every day. And if that's still too much for you because it's stressing your body out, you could go, okay, I'm going to run a mile every other day leading up to that. And then at the end of the week, I'll assess myself and see how long I can run without being fatigued. Now, there's a difference in this. We changed our plan. Why did we change our plan? We changed our plan because it wasn't realistic. You understand? We're not going to be able to accomplish this goal if we're not making realistic plans. So my original goal was to run 2 miles every day. Well, that's too much. My body can't handle that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run 1 mile every other day. And then at the end of the week, I'm going to test myself and see if I can run 2 miles without being body fatigued. And we'll keep building up on our mileage until we get up there. Now, is this the perfect example for something? I'm sure somebody out there can think of something better. All right. But the principle is still the same. We changed our plan to accommodate for our goal in a realistic way. Okay. We're doing too much. We need to do a little bit less, but we're doing it consistently. And we're still sticking to this plan because it aligns up with the goal. And this is how I started accomplishing things. The word that you have to keep in mind is progression. All right. That is the word that helped me. And that's the word that I say to myself whenever I want to do something. Progression. I just need to make progression. Am I one step closer than I was yesterday? Am I one step closer than I was last week? Am I consistently working on this? And am I going to get there? If the answer is yes, then you're good. If the answer is no, you need to get back on track, redefine your plan, make sure it aligns with the goal. The goal needs to stay the same, but the plan can change under the right circumstances, not because you just want it to. Okay? All right. Sorry I went on a little tangent there, but it's pretty important. Changing my mindset. The third thing that really held me back a lot was I was tired of being overweight and eating unhealthy. And this is a whole category in itself, because being overweight, I'll give you my personal example. I weighed 235 pounds about 2 months ago. And for my size, I'm 5'10", so 235 pounds at 5'10" with no muscle mass or anything like that is pretty overweight, all right, for a typical male with my age, my height. 235 pounds is overweight, and I could definitely feel it. I had a plumber's crack, I had a gut, love handles, like the works, and it didn't really feel good. So, and it's funny how I started this too. It all started because I would eat cookies every day, and the place that I got my cookies from, they ran out of the recipe they were using to make them. They changed it, and so I didn't eat the cookies anymore, and then it just all started to change from there. So as of making this video, I have lost 30 pounds. And I did this because I realized the importance of being healthy. I realized the importance of eating healthy. And I realized that our health is the most important thing in our individual lives. And until you realize this, you're always going to fall into the trap of continue not eating healthy, not exercising, not staying limber, People don't understand this. And it's funny because I used to watch a lot of Ty Lopez videos back in the day, like in 2014. I used to watch a lot of his videos, and one of the things he would always say is there's four pillars of life: health, wealth, love, and happiness. And health being the first one. And I think that's true because if you're not healthy, even if you have all the money in the world, if you're not healthy enough to where you can enjoy spending that money or, enjoy just even going outside, then the money's not even worth it because you can't. What quality of life is that? Health, wealth, love, and happiness. Those four pillars of life to this day, I still live by. I thought that was one of the most important things that he said in that. And health being number one. And being overweight is not a healthy lifestyle. Eating unhealthy is not a healthy lifestyle. And it's very important that we did that. I lost 30 pounds by simply eating healthier. I incorporated a lot more vegetables. I drank more water. And it's not hard. It really is not hard. And I'm going to tell you why. And this is why people don't lose weight or why people give up. Number one, what they do is they immediately change their diets from what they were eating every day to something drastically different. Let's say you're a person that eats Zaxby's or pizza every day, or like Chick-fil-A every day, or you eat a lot of fried food, stuff, real greasy stuff, and then you say you're going to go on a diet, and the next day you're eating salads, just salads, and plain grilled chicken. You're gonna hate that. You are going to absolutely hate that. Like you will, like there's no possible way that you could go from loving what you eat one day to eating something to the complete opposite and absolutely hating it. And it's just one of them things, like you need to reassess what you need to do this, right? What I'm gonna tell you what I did, how I lost 30 pounds. I realized that, hey, I need to lose some weight and I need to start eating better. I realized that. And instead of asking myself what to eat, like, man, okay, well, what do I need to eat? You need to tell yourself or ask yourself, what should I not be eating? Because we all know what you shouldn't be eating: cake, fried foods, greasy foods, foods with a lot of salt, a lot of sodium, stuff like that. Man, I should probably eat some vegetables with this stuff. A lot of carbs. This is common stuff that people know. Like I know I shouldn't be eating at McDonald's every day. Maybe I should eat an apple or something like that. The common rule for losing weight is you need to consume less calories than you burn. If I burn 1,000 calories a day, and if I eat 900 calories a day, that puts me at a deficit. And then I'm going to lose weight over time. It doesn't have to be in one day, just over time. A healthy weight loss over time. All right? You don't need to stuff your face. You need to eat until your stomach is satisfied, small meals. And then once you're hungry again, you eat enough until your stomach is satisfied. And I'm talking like just enough, not overeating, and you're not going over. Like you're eating just enough food, right? If you get a foot long sub from Subway, eat a 6-inch sub, save the other 6-inch for later in the day when you're hungry again. Just stuff like that. It's little things, little changes like that in my mindset is what helped me lose weight. I didn't say, well, I need to go out and buy chicken, grill it up, and I need to eat salads every day. I told myself, okay, I need to eat more vegetables every day. When I did that, my body felt cleaner. My body felt clean. And I started to love the way that my body felt when I was eating clean. And so I went from this diet of eating pizza and fried foods and all this stuff every day, and sweets, which are my biggest weakness. And I turned that into something that I enjoy to do. Do you see where the transition is here? When I started, and I've done this dieting thing before, I started One day I'm eating Chick-fil-A, Papa John's pizza every day. And then the next day I say, oh, I'm going to go on a diet. And now I'm eating salads every day. Man, I hate this shit. And I go right back to eating the shit I've been eating. You have to gradually get yourself there. This goes back to the previous step that I said. It is called progression. Do you understand? Progression. Small steps towards the overall goal. Small steps. What is the goal here? To lose weight. Okay. I'm going to start incorporating more vegetables into my current diet. All right. Or I'm going to eat a little bit less than what I've been eating. And I'm going to incorporate something healthy into my diet. Okay. I eat McDonald's every day. I can't help it. I love it. All right. So at McDonald's, instead of getting, I don't even know what they serve, Big Mac or McDouble, whatever. Instead of getting the Big Mac, I'll still get my Big Mac, but instead of fries, I'm going to ask them if they can give me apples instead. You see that? That is a small change. Apples are healthy. Okay? Fries are not healthy. You shouldn't be eating McDonald's anyway, but do you see the comparison there? You made a small change, and I'm just going to do that from now on. And then once you feel comfortable enough, okay, I'm not going to eat at McDonald's anymore. I'm going to start cooking my own food. All right? And there you go. Find something that you enjoy, right? And then slowly add healthy stuff into it. Okay, well, I think I like my chicken. Maybe I could just put that on a salad one day and then see how that goes. Or start incorporating it. Like, you get one on. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. All right, small steps is all you got to take. Start eating more vegetables, a little bit more fruit, and eat smaller portions. Okay? Instead of eating 2 Big Macs, maybe you just eat 1 Big Mac and a thing of apples. That's already going to start you off in the right direction, okay? And then you keep doing that until you take smaller steps and smaller steps and smaller steps to work your way towards eating a salad every day, or eating more broccoli, or not going to McDonald's at all. Now you're cooking your own food, and it's all healthy for you. So you can do it. Your health is important. We have one life to live, and you're not going to be able to live the best life you can possibly live if you aren't healthy. Being healthy. I started to fall in love with the way that my body felt when I was eating healthy and exercising. All right? And even with exercise, it's small steps. You understand? You want to go to the gym, you want to go in, get in shape. Start in small steps. Get a gym membership. If this is what you want to do, you can get a gym membership. Say, okay, I got the gym membership. And then you can say, Saturday, I'm going to drive to the gym. You drive to the gym. You get you get dressed to go to the gym. You drive to the gym. You look at the front door of the gym and go home. I'm so serious. Just don't even go inside. Just get to the gym, look at the front door, then go home. And then, 2 days later, do the same thing. Go to the gym, look at the front door, go inside, walk around, see what all they got, and then go home. And then 2 days later, go to the gym, get out of your car, go inside, get on a treadmill, and then walk for 5 to 10 minutes. Just walk. Don't even run. Just walk, and then go home. And then what this does is it creates a habit. This creates a good habit, right? This eases you into working out, right? This is what eases you into it. This is what forms like your love for it, enjoyment for it, instead of it being like this biggest burden that, oh man, I gotta work out. This will ease you into the bubble, and you just keep doing that. Now, if you don't do a gym membership, and let's say you have a home gym, or you have just some workout equipment at home, like for me, example, I have a sandbag, perfect push-ups, and a jump rope. Those are my workout things that I have at home that I like to use. One day, I'll wake up, I'll stretch. That'll be all that I do. I stretch for 5 minutes, and then I call it a day. And I slowly build up. Now I stretch for 10 minutes. Cool. Now I stretched and I'd use my perfect push-ups. Then I stretched, did my perfect push-ups, and then I hit my jump rope. Now, as time goes on, I'm doing more and more, and I don't hate it. I enjoy it. I look forward to it. And now I can continuously keep doing that. Do you see how important that is? Okay, I got off into another tangent. So, all right. So the fourth one on this list, um, is I was getting depressed and I felt trapped in a box. This is a mindset thing, and I'm gonna keep this one really, really short. Because this video is already very, very long. Um, I started getting help in therapy. I learned how to combat my depression, anxiety, and all of this thanks to therapy. If you are going through some mental troubles and you don't know how to handle it with the stress and everything that it has on you, seek help through get a psychiatrist and talk about these issues with your psychiatrist. Your psychiatrist is a trained professional in dealing with these things, and they're going to help you get through these tough times, especially if you feel like you're mentally just trapped in a box. You need to talk to someone to get this out, and you need to be able to express yourself. And more importantly is you need to be able to get these tools from them to combat whatever thoughts you're having, okay? And this could be like, if you're having suicidal thoughts or whatever it is, you need to talk to a professional about it. Do not wait to do that. Do that immediately. This is probably the most important thing on this list, because if you feel like you're trapped and you feel like you're not going anywhere, or you feel like you need to say something to someone, you need to go talk to a psychiatrist and then start learning tools. For me, helping combat my depression is more important than a temporary fix. My psychiatrist helped give me tools that I can use when I am in a place alone and that I can do on my own to help get me through this, or to help get me through this until my next therapy session, so that I can discuss and unbox and unravel what is going on. All right. So when you talk to your therapist, make sure that they're giving you tools that you can use when nobody is around, when it's just you. And that in itself has helped me. It's helped me change my mindset in a very, and I mean very critical way. Like it is such an amazing experience that I've gotten from getting therapy. I would recommend it for everybody. All right, guys, and the last thing on this list, I know we kind of went off on a lot of tangents here, but the fifth thing is going to be the thing that hurt me. I thought everything was going to be easy. That is the mindset that I've had for years. I always thought everything was going to be a 1, 2, 3. There it is. But here's the thing. If it was easy, then everybody would have it, right? That's the saying. We've all heard that before. But here's the thing, too. Sometimes it is that easy. And everybody could have it, but nobody wants to take it. So this could be like losing weight. This could be, just talking to somebody. I know there's people out there say I can't afford a psychiatrist. Just talking to someone in general. And there's a lot of information online. There are a lot of free services or free trial services that you can go to, for mental health. There's the suicide hotline. They have trained professionals on there that you can talk to. If you're one of the people that just, if you can't afford it, I can totally understand that. But here's the thing. Everything is not going to be easy. You have to put in time. You have to put in effort. All right. If you want something, you're going to go and get it. Okay. But you have to make a plan. You have to stick to the plan, and then you have to continue to move forward in it. If you don't do that, then you're never going to get there. And even if you have one of those life coaches help you out, or you have a friend telling you this, that, and the other, they can't physically pick you up and take you to every destination that you want to go. All right. They cannot carry. You have to do the legwork. All right. That is something that I completely changed my mindset with that. Everything is not going to be easy. Sometimes things are going to be hard. Sometimes things are going to be easy. But the most important thing that you can do is stay consistent and continuously make progress with this word that I like to call progression. That's it. It might not be easy. It might take a long time. It might take a really rough time, but you will get there if you stay consistent and keep making progression. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.